Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to From Heroes to Icons. I'm Jason. This is my review. As you can see, it's not a recording of What If Episode 8. Tried to record it like 3 times. No bueno. But need to get this video out because the last 2 episodes to me sucked. But this episode right here, Marvel and Disney, they got it this time. They finally got it. What if the age of Ultron? I got some notes here. If you see me look down, I'm trying not to. I usually read it off, but what you're gonna do? This episode was super, super dope. The first 2 or 3 episodes was really on point. This episode surpasses all of that. First, y'all always know I always talk about the artwork. For some reason, I don't know why, if it's like certain characters that they draw or whatever, but this episode, muy bueno. You know what I'm saying? It was fire. Everybody looked dope. Really like Hawkeye's hair in this one. I don't know what the deal with that is. But anyway, it was dope. This episode opens up and what we find out to be Russia, Black Widow on the run. With Hawkeye in the cut, they're running from drones of Ultron, trying to find, like, I guess, a last-ditch hope of trying to defeat Ultron. They defeat his minions or whatever and go on to, I guess, where the Red Room used to be. So, I don't know if y'all can hear that. Mind playing. And so, it cuts back. Watcher starts talking or whatever, and he shows, we get a little backdrop of how this came to be. And those who have watched the Marvel Cinematic Universe films know, how Ultron was trying to get a vibranium body, pretty much like half organic, half vibranium, which ended up being a Vision. He gets the Vision's body in this, and I guess because the Vision was more Jarvis, because it's Ultron's persona, he kind of blends better with the Mind Stone, annihilates the Avengers with the quickness, takes control of all the nukes, launches the nukes, and only Black Widow and Hawkeye are in the Quinjet they was actually trying to get to, I guess, like the hard drive spot or whatever, to stop the nukes. They don't. Mankind's wiped out. Done deal. Pretty much the only people left on the planet is Hawkeye and the Black Widow. Ultron's like, now I have peace. And we know from the Avengers Ultron movie that he told Tony Stark, you don't understand the difference between quietness and peace. But his peace is very short-lived, as right when he grabs victory from mankind, Thanos comes through his portal looking for the last Infinity Stone, and Ultron just turns around, peeps the Infinity Stones on the gauntlet. This cuts Thanos right in half. He's done. No battle, no fighting, nothing. He just uses the Mind Stone. Interesting. Cuts him right in half. Rips the stones pretty much from the gauntlet, and as he begins to absorb the Infinity Stones, he creates what we know as like what Ultron really looks like an armor over his Vision body with the Infinity Stones embedded in like the breastplate of it. He has a cosmic epiphany. There are so many different planets in this universe, and then he begins to go about pretty much annihilating the rest of the universe. And we see him destroy Asgard, Sovereign, that's pretty much where the Guardians of the Galaxy reside, Sakaar, that's from what was that, the last Hulk film, right? Was the last Hulk film? The last Thor movie. Hulk, Thor, they was both in it, from Thor Ragnarok. He destroys Ego, and Xandar is the last planet that they show him getting ready to annihilate. And there, he runs into Captain Marvel. And she beats him down. drags him all the way to the core of the planet, which I guess is supposed to be like molten hot. She's laying into him like hardcore, unleashes her full unbridled strength against him, cracks the top of the armor a little bit, and he's like, you have spirit. And she's like, you won't win. He's like, nah, I already have. And you see all the Infinity Stones glow, and he just like exhales. Xandar, gone, like Alderaan in Star Wars. Boom! And all the moons and other planets anywhere within the vicinity of the explosion deaded. And Ultron, Vision, whatever you want to call him, he's kind of like, there's nothing else. But I guess his having the mind that he had before he even got the rest of the Infinity Stones, the Watcher starts gabbing. You see him like inside the universe, and he hears the Watcher. And he turns around and like, yo, man, I see you. And the Watcher's like, what? And like turns the screen off. The Watcher is shook. You know what I mean? It's crazy. And he was like, if this dude gets into the multiverse, it's a wrap. So with him not wanting to interfere, you know what I'm saying? He peeps in on the Black Widow and Hawkeye. And there's like the entire library of all the dark secrets from the Red Room and the Soviet Union and this and that. They can't find it. They just going through files, and the Watcher's like, it's right there. It's right there. Why don't you get it? Hawkeye gives up. The Black Widow finds Red Guardian's shield, so she keeps that. And they do find the file. Of course, it's Aram Zola. And they get out of there, but while they're trying to get to Zola, they're attacked by the drones of Ultron, of course. Zola gives them the information that they need. If he is able to infect the Ultron hive mind, he'll be able to pretty much destroy Ultron from the inside out. They don't know Ultron is off planet. They put the Aram Zola virus inside one of the drones or whatever, but Aram Zola is able to take control of one of the drones. He's like, it ain't working. He must be off planet or something. So as they're trying to escape, Hawkeye bites the dust, kind of sacrifices himself with a napalm arrow, destroying all of the drones that was following him. Aram Zola's like, yo, we got to get out of here. You know what I mean? There's going to be more on the way. So they bounce, and she has a half beat up drone with Aram Zola's mind in it and the Red Guardian shield. It goes back to the Watcher. He's shook. He don't know what's going on, trying to keep Ultron from finding him. And the prism, or I call it the in-between place. I'm not familiar with where the Watcher dwells or whatever, or just in this cartoon. But Ultron gets in. He gets to the in-between place, and him and the Watcher are going at it. The Watcher tries to banish him or whatever. Ultron gets back, and then he's like, "What are you doing?" He's. I mean, it would have been much better if they had not Kevin Spacey. Y'all know who I'm talking about. My man from Reddington doing the voice for Ultron. It would have been crazy. But he's giving the speeches to the Watcher or whatever, while he's like changing how all the prisms is like a purplish blue, and when Ultron comes and begins to like take over, it starts turning red. So him and the Watcher starts going at it. You get to see the Watcher got some skills. So he pretty much knocks the Watcher out from the in-between place into another reality, giving these beautiful monologue speeches or whatever while he's getting ready to disintegrate the Watcher. And the Watcher like armors up, and they start battling. Fire! Yo, it's dope. So Ultron commences to fight the Watcher between all of these different universes. It is crazy. One of the universities, they land in Wakanda and he's like talking to him, beating him down or whatever. One of them, they land in New York and Steve Rogers is being sworn in as the president. It's crazy, right? So they're fighting or whatever, and he knocks him, like, I guess, in a place in between the universes. And this is fire. Ultron, like, using the Infinity Stones. It's crazy to how ill he is with these stones. And he, like, bites down on, like, a galaxy and annihilates it. It's crazy. And then he, like, shrinks back down and he knocks him down into a reality. And every time he hits him, they switch realities. And he was, it's dope. And the Watcher does his best trying to defeat Ultron, but nonetheless, Ultron's the man. It's crazy. So he's like crushing the Watcher's skull or whatever, like putting energy into him. And before the Watcher can succumb to the power of Ultron, he gathers just enough strength to teleport away. And Ultron's like, don't matter where you run. It doesn't matter. I see you when I see you. I got universes to disintegrate. And we find the Watcher in a purplish black prism, which I believe it was episode 3, where Doctor Strange had absorbed all of the mystical monsters and kind of turned into an evil version of himself, killed himself, and the world, and in doing so, destroyed his universe. And now he was just in like an in-between place for himself. And now the Watcher must beg the pardon of this quasi-evil Doctor Strange and ask him for his help in defeating this menace of the multiverse. And so now we know for the next few episodes or whatever, they'll be going from universe to universe, gathering the multiversal Avengers to fight the annihilation wave of Ultron. I give it a 5. I give it a 10. 5 stars. Banging. Super duper dope. You can skip episodes, I think 6 and 7. Personally speaking, yeah. But yo, if you don't watch no other episodes, watch this one. It's super dope. Please like, share, and please subscribe. This is getting nuts. I say the lull in the last 2 episodes, way worth it with this episode. Guaranteed to hit that geek spot. As always, my people, be great and do great. Peace.